up trading for 95% of what the super sexy's traded for.
Okay, let's put this in simple terms. When the real hot one leaves the club with somebody, if you're the next hottest, you're going to be doing real good. You just got hotter because the hot one left the room.
Speaking of the prime merchandise in this market that everybody wants.
Yes.
Let's just assume we have a client that can go the distance to get that offer.
Okay, so yeah, you're ready, willing, and able. And the thing is, you got to have an agent that knows the market, right? Mm-hmm. The agent needs to be ready and loaded for bear, and the buyer needs to be the same.
Exactly.
And then
you need to just price out. You need to price out. I think where we're going with here is that people are asking us for comparables on properties, and there isn't a comparable.
Right. Or the comparable is waiting to close as well.
Right.
It's up the street and it got its contract. And somebody says, send me comps. Guys, if you're looking at comps that are 30, 60 days old, that is ancient in this market, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the only thing that's really relevant right now is the pendings.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Have your agent, if you're a buyer, look at the ones that are currently in contract but not yet closed, and have them beg, plead with the agent that's got that in contract, hey, give me a range here.
Yeah.
Because if you need to know what the range is in that neighborhood, there's got to be a way of finding that out. And it's the ones that are waiting to close, maybe a week old, 2 weeks old. The newer, the better. Because you may have something where, 30 days ago, the neighborhood was selling 100,000 over, and today it could be selling for 200,000 over or worse. You had an example of that, I think.
Well, I sold a home. This is actually even before this market happened. That was just the super sexy of the neighborhood, and a designer owned the home. It was toweled out, and it was priced pretty high already, and even went up significantly higher than that, to the point where she pushed that glass ceiling of the neighborhood.
That's right.
And the price that she got was equal to the price of a better neighborhood. Let's put it that way. Okay. And a lot of I watched the mentality of the buyers, and at this point it was only 10 buyers in line for this house. And the one that got it really, he got up there.
Yeah.
But he knew what he was getting. And so there were other conversations with other buyers where they were saying things like, I'm paying too much for this neighborhood. So what happens is once that super sexy closes, the little wallflower from down the street, that girl that's kind of cute, a little bit sexy, got some updates sprinkled in and out, they end up trading for 95% of what the super sexy's traded for.
Okay, let's put this in simple terms. When the real hot one leaves the club with somebody, if you're the next hottest, you're going to be doing real good. You just got hotter because the hot one left the room.
Right, and then the same group, I operate a lot in that same neighborhood. So here's the usual suspects from that house on the next house that's only 70% as good as this one.
Yeah.
Oh, they are some regretful son of a guns.
They are regretting. But you know what? That's how it rolls. There's always that house that, as you say, that breaks the glass ceiling, and then all the next ones that are not quite as good are going to sell close and eventually sell for more. There's those comp setting homes, or there's those homes that really elevate the neighborhood.
And the interesting thing is, if you really look at the total profit taken by my client, the designer, versus my next client, the one who just had a hodgepodge of upgrades.
Right.
The person who made out like a bandit was not my designer client.
That's right.
It looked like it initially, but it was that second person that was riding off the designer comps, and that second one got right up underneath there.
Right. Yeah, your designer had some great hardwoods, beautiful kitchen, etc. The person down the street had some laminate, and that kitchen was looking a little hodgepodge. Maybe the dishwasher did not match the fridge.
Right.
But it didn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
That was all that was available.
Right. And right now, that's how we have to behave.
So don't be afraid to push the ceiling for that neighborhood. If you don't, someone else will.
That's right.
And you might be the guy with the not so nice one coming up next.
That's right.